The most appropriate thing to talk about today, because I wouldn't be able to maybe eloquently tackle the event itself and the presentation, it will be clear that that might not be. It's ironic you say. So what is the percentage of Muslims around the world, in the world?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So Imam Ziyad is actually doing number or 26-ish?
It is in between 25 and 26.
Yeah, somewhere over there. So I'll go to the next question. So which country has the highest population of Muslims? Woo! It gets harder. Looks like we have a strong crowd here. Here's the list. So we have, you see, Indonesia, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh. So the first a smaller percentage, and then the Americas, of course, have much less. So now we're going the USA and Canada respectively. Again, these statistics changed. I have to give this disclaimer every time. So is it 10% in the A?
Is that right?
10% and 2%?
Tell me it's right. You're saying just hide their identity.
People will see, let's say, Syria and the news and Malaysia.
甘肃、河南。
B. People that maybe the representation of Muslims is not as diverse as the numbers show, right? And that's and have a much more diverse MSA. And that's why also, when I was talking to Joe, I said this event is not only important for the Chinese community involved in the Muslim community, right? So in order for us to take a step forward with diversity, we have to reach forward, and diverse community is what makes the Muslim community stronger. So again, thank you all for coming. And
Could I have taken from China or Chinese civilization in 8 days civilization is having a huge benefit out of it. If it was not for Muslims, we will not be so effectively today. What is that commodity? Somebody who didn't notes on skin or on rock or on leaves of the.
I don't think I can outperform Ahmad. He really did his research. Mine is more of a. I'm not here to discuss whether or why I'm not a psychic. Instead, I'd like to share with you a question that has been haunting me my whole life. What's on the official record? I was still raised as a Muslim. I grew up in a family which followed Islamic.
More written in English or in your mother tongue? Which book would you like to share among your friends today? This way, I say we will have 50-ish people in this room.
But still, we still have a group member said that compared to his country, the officers even want to have our books down. But here is the other side story, so that is the difference. And
my dad is also a refugee, Palestinian refugee, to Jordan. Anyway, my story started with China when I came back home. And my mom was surprised in her mouth and said, "What? You're going to China? How you are going to study this Chinese language? How you are?" Yeah, they can fly, you know. I simply answered, "I will learn. We are all the same. We eat, we drink, we sleep, we breathe. We have different eyes, we have different color, that doesn't make us الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا. It's a unique verse in Quran saying that we are everyone to learn more about other people. Don't be closed in a box and say, this is my life.
They were not allowed, basically, to have obvious signs of Muslimness because it was a communist country, only because I questioned. And then, at the time, I started searching for who am I. At the time, I started, even religiously speaking, Abraham, peace be upon him, he asked God, I want to see you. Human rights, dialogue, not tolerance, personal experiences or larger social pressures, social media. But what is important to know they so on and so on. Cultural is mandatory. You are born into your family, and they frame you. It's about what we are talking today. It will be published with the University of Ottawa Press this fall as an academic book. But I have published only. It depends on associations. It depends on how much money you have, and so on. It depends on how hard